Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He mentions regarding magic, قال تعالى واتبعوا ما تتلو الشياطين على ملك سليمان وما كفر سليمان ولكن الشياطين كفروا يعلمون الناس السحر وما أنزل على الملكين ببابل هاروت وماروت إلى آخر الآية. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this ayah, the very long ayah, He mentions how the Jews, they follow the shayateen, and Sulaiman alayhi salam, he didn't follow the magic. He didn't do kufr. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, it is kufr to do magic. It is not something small. It ruins lives. It's destroyed many lives before, and only with the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it didn't destroy the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. As the scholars they mentioned, some of the scholars they said if he wasn't a prophet, it would have killed him. If he would have killed the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, it would have killed many of us here. Majority of Muslims right now are struggling with prayers. The Prophet ﷺ, when he was afflicted with this affliction, he was the greatest man who lived on this earth. We are far from the Prophet ﷺ. And one of the biggest common magic that's done in our time, in this land and in Muslim land, is that sihr al-tafriq بين المرء والزوج, between husband and wife. How many divorces do we see? Sudden divorces, no reason. 6 months they've been planning to get married. Suddenly something changed. What's going on? Suddenly she doesn't like him. Suddenly he doesn't want to walk out of the house. Suddenly he becomes paralyzed. This is the reality of magic. And this is something that many Muslims are unaware of. As Muslims, we go to the doctor. Before we go to the doctor, why do we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Why do we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? When I mean ask, I don't mean ask for 1 minute. I don't mean ask for 2 minutes. Ask until Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives you a cure. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for a cure. Wallahi, thumma wallahi, how many people have come to my office with no deen, no religion, no prayer, no nothing. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enabled, with the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when the Sheikh mentioned they got cured, they only got cured because they came back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Nothing comes from me. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cured. It's you, as Muslims, who need to chase it. Follow Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Follow the sunnah. Grow your beard. Stop listening to music. Don't complain. All we hear is complaints. Stop complaining about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wallahi, this is dhulm. This is oppression. This is injustice against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is adil. He's just. Whether He gives you a hand or He doesn't give you a hand, He's just. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who created all of you. He created all of us here. He's given us eyesight. He's given us hands. Just because you've got a bloated stomach or you've got pains in your stomach, don't complain about it. Complain to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And for the reality of magic, there's some cases I will tell you. There's different types of magic. One type of magic, as I said, was for divorce. And it works with the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It works and it ruins lives. Wallahi, it ruins lives. And sisters, listen to me very carefully. As for the sisters who are getting afflicted by this type of magic, whether you divorce your husband, when I mean divorce, when I mean leave, whether you leave him or you don't leave him, you will still have this problem. Wallahi, sister gets divorced, marries another person, that same person has come in my office. Second husband, same office. What's the problem here? You can go to any Muslim counselor, you can go to any doctor, magic is real, it's serious. It doesn't play games. When a magician does magic on you, if it wasn't for Allah's mercy, wallahi, majority of people would have died. And the second type of magic is a magic that is very common in the Middle East, and this is called a-sihrul muhabba, love. This type of marriage, this type of magic is when you as Muslims, Muslim fathers or Muslim mothers, want couples to get married. So what they do, they go to the magician and they tell the magician, make the husband divorce the wife. So the sister starts liking a random guy who she's probably seen once or twice. She starts liking him. Why? How can you start liking a random guy? Mother's like, love, can't be without him. He's married, subhanAllah. The mother or the father goes for his son, who is already married, and he's been married for 5 years, has got kids, no shame, no morals. Wallahi, this is reality. This is happening in our time. And they'll go, the father or the mother will go and they'll tell the magician to do magic on the cousin's husband. So both of them split up and they get married. Then there's another type of sihr. Recently, the scholars in the Muslim land, when they catch the magician, what they do is they go to the houses or they find out what's going on. And one of the things they find is the magician's book. And if you knew what is in this book, wallahi, majority of the illnesses, and I repeat again, majority of the illnesses that the doctors do not know about, and I'll mention all the names that I've come across, is nothing but from magic. Because no one is aware of this, it sounds bizarre, it sounds crazy. And some of I mentioned, this didn't happen in the time of the Prophet ﷺ. So much magic, so much Ruqya, so much. In the time of the Prophet ﷺ, the Sahaba was living amongst the Prophet. The school was called the school of Muhammad ﷺ. It wasn't a school of music, girls, rock and hip hop. It was a real school where they didn't have to write nothing. It was installed in their heart. This was the school. This was called the University of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, which is still now in the heart of a Muslim. And these kind of magic, where people will say, why? Why is someone doing it on me? They did it on the Prophet. Who are you? Who am I? If they did it on the Prophet, you think they can't do it on us? The Prophet ﷺ, just to mention, majority of people don't know this. Well, let me ask, did the Prophet ﷺ, did he know that he's afflicted with magic? Did he know? Yes or no? MashaAllah. He didn't know. He made dua. to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that dua was accepted.
I think it's YouTube.
When the angels come and they showed him, some narrations say, Ali radiallahu anhu went and collected the magic and brought. And what they did, listen to this very carefully, because this is something that many Muslims want to know about, how to destroy magic. Let's go back to what the Prophet ﷺ taught his Sahaba to do. Get the magic, and this is confirmed by the scholars. You get the magic, and you untie the knot. And when you untie the knot, you recite the Quran. It's simple, but sometimes the magic has assigned the shayateen to that ta'weez, or when I say ta'weez, I mean ta'weez that is got gibberish. It's got X, dot, 2, 3. This is not Quran. This is not Arabic language. You can't say to me, 987 means Bismillah. It doesn't mean Bismillah. If it meant Bismillah, why didn't the Prophet teach it? You're insulting the Prophet. You're insulting our beloved Nabi. Everyone says we love our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If you love him, why are you telling us something you didn't do? You didn't write 987. 786, 987, I don't know. I see so many numbers somewhere. Now it's become a joke to the extent that just write any number. You know, just scribble, yeah. Oh.
I don't know.
And that, just to let you know, subhanAllah, it causes love.
187.
That's another type of terror. So you got two. Then you go to another. When I mean Mawlana, I'm not talking about a respectable man. I'm talking about someone who is dodgy. You'll go to some random guy who's got a long beard, and he'll give you another one, and another one. Sisters bring me 19 ta'weezes. All of them has got Shaitan's name or Pharaoh's name and so on and so forth. So you now have got 19 types of magic on you. What's going to be left of the body? Then you say, why have I got cancer? Then you say, why have I got bloated stomach? Why have I got problems? If anyone has questions, please ask. Write it down and post, and the Prophet will collect it, inshallah. So as for that, that's one kind. Then there's another kind of magic, which sadly to say, it was found recently, as I was saying, amongst the magician's books. So in this index, it says, sihr for chest fire. Sihr for bloated stomach. Listen, it's not very careful. Sihr for bloated stomach. Sihr for AIDS. Sihr for cancer. You listening? You want to keep listening? Sihr for asthma. You want to keep listening? Sihr for autism. You want to keep listening? All these diseases, doctors don't know about. Some of them they do, and some of them they don't know. Clueless. Wallahi, doctors call. Doctors, professors. And when they call, they confuse themselves. Some doctors they call and they ask to speak to me, and they say, what's this? Imagine a story I heard. This is a story by a chef who I respect. He's been doing it for a long, long time. Probably longer than a lot of you here. 40 years. He said, some doctors found, this is in the UK, they found a chain, metal, in a sister's chest. How did this chain get there? Doctors are saying, no way this chain could have got there. Impossible. How? How? They done Ruqya on her. And then what? The chain. Bag. Another story. Bag was found. You know bag? A bag was found in the body, in the stomach. A bag. The doctor said, how this is not possible, impossible. And how can a bag, you know, imagine this, a bag's like, you know, it's made out of plastic. It's not gonna, you can't eat a bag in the concept of, it says it's not possible. Bag as in, when I mean not the plastic bag, not Tesco. I'm talking about a bag, part of a bag, like maybe you know, the bags you wear, proper strap belt. This can't go through the throat, it's impossible. After they did the Ruqya, the bag came out the passageway. Even then they said this is not possible. And they don't understand. And the explanation for this is the jinn, okay, which many of us unfortunately don't believe in. And they think it's just a joke. And it's just hoo-ha and it's just in your mind and so on and so forth. The jinn can place in your body things with the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I had a sister, red meat. Listen to me very carefully. Red meat. It was explained to me, this thick, nearly 2 hands. Came out the passageway. Red, let me listen to this very carefully. Not cooked, raw meat. This is from a brother who lives in London. So you're telling me, red meat, how? What's going on? Many times I've read on people, and things come out of their mouth. And you think, what's this? What is this? And it's got a long attachment to it, a string or something. Just want to bring to your attention, brothers and sisters, when you come for a trial, when you get tested, ask yourself, when did you make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? When you get tested, wallahi, the 3 places we find many Muslims. Outside the local council, searching for a council house. Outside cafeterias, abandoning their wives. Abandoning. How many wives call us on a daily basis? My husband, he doesn't come home. He's too busy. And the husband will call you and say, what would he say? My wife's rude to me. How do you expect your wife to respect you if you're not at home? How do you expect it? Please tell me. How are you going to expect your wife to respect you? Or your daughter to call you dad? Or your son to call you dad? When you're never at home. You're either in the cafeteria for 6 hours. Or you're with your friends. Or you're just out busy. And when you come home, you don't listen to her. You have nothing to say to her. Like a parrot in a cage who speaks to the wall. And then you say, why is she depressed? Well, the reason she's depressed is because, it's not because she's got a jinn inside her. She might do. She might do. But it's because you don't spend time with her. Many men just go out. Businesses. I'm too busy. So why do you get married? Don't get married. If you're too busy, don't get married. These are problems I'm facing with. And this is why I'm bringing it to your attention. Because majority of sisters, it's not just one sister. I'm talking about hundreds, with no exaggeration, will call and they'll say, my husband, this. And lastly, they'll say, I need treatment. Okay, where's your husband, sister? My husband's too busy. How do you feel as men? You're too busy to come Your wife has to come on the train or on the bus to a stranger because you're too busy. She pays out of her own pocket because you're too busy. What are you busy with? Are you busy with business? If you're busy with business, give her the money. If you're not busy with business, then what are you doing? Because that's what it's coming down to. And wallahi, a sincere advice to all our brothers. If you don't take care of your wives, they'll resent you. They'll resent you. They won't like you anymore. Don't blame them, blame yourself. And if they are under any affliction, within 2 weeks, a month, gone. You ain't seen anymore. Wallahi, just driving here. The Sheikh is a witness. The sister said, my husband, we divorced and I ran away or something like that. You know, it's something common. It's so common. And it's sad, really, subhanAllah. And I lastly conclude. I lastly conclude. So you brothers and sisters, inshallah, benefit from this. Wallahi, if you guys did what Allah told you, you wouldn't need people like me to read on you. You wouldn't need it. You wouldn't need a man to read or a woman to read on you. Some cases, yes, I agree, they're serious and they need attention to, and you can't do it on your own, yes. And one thing I forgot is, brothers and sisters who are afflicted with magic or jinn, I tell you one thing. Don't think that they're lying to you. Some sisters, depending on how many magic's done or how many times it's done or so on and so forth, how many jinns are involved, she might not be able to get out of bed. Or he might not be able to get out of his bed. By you turning around and making, being angry at her or him, especially the sisters that are angry at their husband, don't be angry at him. Be nice. Because you're not going to win this battle if you're going to fight each other. Because the fight is not with each other, the fight is with the shaitan. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to cure any Muslim. Wallahi, it is something that's common and it's everywhere. And I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to cure all of you from any illnesses. Whether it's depression, whether it's a breast problem, whether it's a problem with anything. Wallahi, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He told us, you fear Him, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make an opening for you. Jazakallah khairan for your time. I'm going to answer the questions, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, can jinn possess Muslims although it is a Muslim jinn? If you go on YouTube, you'll see one of my videos, and you'll see a Muslim jinn possessing a brother. Yes, they do possess. The reason they possess, some brothers are confused, and sisters are confused, is because sometimes the magician will, sometimes some people won't understand it, but the magician will capture a jinn and they'll threaten. This is the unseen world. Allah Ta'ala told us that it's not hocus pocus, it's not storytelling. Okay, so when you listen to me very carefully. Okay? They'll capture the jinn, the magician, and the jinn will have a family. And the magician will threaten this jinn, if you leave the body or if you do anything, we will kill your family. And it's happened many times. Whether you want to believe it or not, this is the truth. Can magic be... now. Can magic be... Okay, let me read this myself and the ones that are really serious. And I'll answer all of them, inshallah ta'ala. I will give you some contacts and I'll answer every single one of them for you, inshallah ta'ala. We've come here to help you guys with everything, inshallah ta'ala. The questions, I'm also already here now. Inshallah. The chef needs to go on the road. Can magic be sometimes they can kill you for cancer? Yes. With regards to cancer, I've had, I could say, over at least 10 cases of cancer. And when I mean 10 cases, I'm talking about probably every 6 months or every year. Okay? And they are related to jinn or magic. And there was just to quickly elaborate to you, a sister went to hospital to get checked out. Listen to this very carefully. She got checked out and they found magic in her stomach. No, sorry, I mean they found cancer in her stomach. When they found cancer in her stomach, she went and done Ruqya. Okay? Then they went back and they found nothing. Listen. And then, sorry, she didn't do Ruqya. She went back to second opinion. When she went back to second opinion, they found nothing. So some Raqi came, it wasn't me, and read on her, this is a story that the sister narrated to me, and the jinn was speaking, saying, we are Christians, we are hiding the magic from the camera. You know the camera they put in the stomach? We're hiding it. So she dies slowly. This is how real it is. So yes, it does. And a brother just recently, alhamdulillah, cured with testicle cancer. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cured him. And the nurse was crying because he was so young. And he had testicle cancer and he's still ill. With not just cancer got cured, alhamdulillah. He's got other illnesses that he's dealing with. Make dua for him, inshallah. Can animals get possessed? Well, there is ways, but it's through experience. And it's not something, this topic here with regards to how do you tell, Allah is not something easy. And many times I've had many brothers that go to other Raqis, they come and we find out they are possessed. Or the Imam or the brother or whoever it is says, no, we just got evil eyes. Now I know a sister 7 years on. 7 years on, she was diagnosed with evil eye first. Then 7 years passed, they found out she had, forget what she had. She had serious jinns, one by the name of Ifrit, which many Muslims will know about, which is one of the strongest jinns. And she had inside. How can you miss that? This is why we advise brothers and sisters, if you don't know what you're doing, please, for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wallahi, we don't need patience. Okay? We don't need patience. I'm doing this lecture just for you guys to come back to Allah, so you don't have no patience. But don't go to someone, you wouldn't take your sister, your daughter, your dignity, to just some random guy who's just going to diagnose and read on you for 20 minutes, 15 minutes and tell you you've got evil eye. Everyone's got evil eye. I'm going to get the shot there. I'll ask some questions as well. Okay, if a person we know has been affected, how can we know who has done it in order to destroy the magic? Well, if we knew this, then it's done. It's finished. Okay. Which ones are from the sisters? Well, okay, from the sisters, yeah? Or the, okay. The brothers I can speak to. Let me answer the sisters. And I will answer the brothers after inshallah. Respect the magic to wear off. The effects of magic, the Prophet ﷺ in one narration, it says, Aisha narrated, 6 months it took for the Prophet for the effects to go. 6 months. We've got patients coming to me after 2 sessions or 1 session, brother, why am I not cured? The Prophet ﷺ, 6 months of Ruqya. Aisha radiallahu anha, when the Prophet ﷺ was too tired, too ill, she done Ruqya on him. Angel Jibreel done Ruqya on him. There's nothing wrong with someone doing Ruqya on you. The Prophet got it done. If it was so bad, then why would the Prophet do it? And it does wear off. It could take 2 years. I'll be honest with you. And I'm not going to be around the bush. It can take up to 2 years. I'm Allah and it can take 6 months. But it doesn't mean that you'll be feeling the same. And then it's like, for example, when you break a leg or you have an operation, it takes 6 months to wear off. You get better. Yes, through the Ruqya you get better, definitely. But it takes some kind of time, and inshallah ta'ala, you'll get better. Inshallah ta'ala. Beautiful question. I have many symptoms of black magic on me, including black spots on my body, frequent hair loss, anxiety, depression, and so on. I've been diagnosed with fear, and regardless of all the symptoms, I cannot believe I have sin on me. Why can't I believe that I'm affected? Now this is the question. Why can't a Muslim brother or sister believe he's affected? Well, if you've got a shaitan inside you, or a shayateen inside you, or a jinn inside you, do you think he's going to allow you to believe it? Do you think he's going to allow you to have treatment? Do you know how many patients I have that collapse before they come to me? Their family collapses, their family becomes hospitalized. The mother's never been in hospital before. For 2 or 3 years, she collapses the day she books an appointment. So it does, of course it does. It makes you never believe it. But you have to strengthen yourself by afkar and salah and dua, and then you will be just like how the Prophet made dua and he saw in a dream. Stop being in denial. Get seen by a specialist. He said to me, you've just been diagnosed. If you've been diagnosed by someone who's a specialist, alhamdulillah, take his opinion. Don't, you go to a doctor, he tells you you've got cancer, you don't ever question him. People come to me and tell them you've got jinn or you've got magic. They look at me as if I'm 10 sessions. One sister, 37 kilograms she was. 37. That means she's about to die basically. 37, that means she's hospitalized right now. 37 kg, it took 10 sessions. And when I mean 10 sessions, I'm not talking about 15-minute sessions. I'm talking about 1 hour, 2-hour sessions of me reading on her. From the first to second, I can't remember, I said, she's definitely got a problem. I told him the ins and outs of what the problem is. I told him exactly what kind of jinn it is. How did I know? Because of experience. Thousands of cases we've dealt with. If you're a doctor, you don't ask a doctor, how do you know I've got a headache? Or how do you know what these spots mean? Because he knows. He's not working with no jinn. He knows because he's got experience. If he's got a lot of experience behind his hand, he's going to know. And the sister I told the family, there's a Jewish jinn inside his body. And this Jewish jinn does not like hellfire. Because whenever I used to give her da'wah, she would cry. So I realized that there's a problem here. 10 sessions. We counted it. The family is a witness. The jinn spoke and said, listen carefully, stop her from telling you anything. Watch this. I stop her from telling you everything, and on top of that, I am the one, there was 2 inside her that was doing 2 main jobs, 2 main ones. One would make her not eat. And another one would make her exercise. One would live in a foot, which will make her exercise. But I mean that she would sit in a room and run. They wanted to kill her. This was sihr of death. So it's real. Our sisters, our daughters, our wives and our mothers are afflicted. Get to know. Wake up. You go 16 years, this mother's been going doctors. She's got back pain. She's gone to every specialist in the world. She comes to jinn speaks. Or not just one session, I'm talking about, or something happened. Now, 16 years you left it. Why? Because you have no trust. You have no trust. You trust doctors too much. We respect doctors. I respect doctors. And I say they're doing a great job. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have, a lot of things we wouldn't have got. Alhamdulillah. But there's things that, physical pains. You got pain in your stomach, the doctor saying nothing wrong with you. Khalas. Find out what's wrong with you. Read some Quran on yourself, take some time out, stop working so hard. 9 till 12, 9 till 9. Double shift. And they're telling me why I'm not getting cured. You're not even praying. Why am I not getting cured? Psychological studies have shown that.
Double shift tomorrow.
Okay, no. Okay. Psychological studies. What is psychology? Please. What is psychology?
Study of the mind.
What is the concept of psychology? Do they believe in unseen? Does any of them believe in unseen? Please tell me. No. Psychologists, after psychologists. I speak to psychologists from Southall, from Ealing, all these mental wards. And they say, they don't know. I ask them questions after questions. They've got honours in UCL and all these big universities, Oxford and so on and so forth. They're professors. But they say, I told them, if you're telling me what the patient's telling you, I see two shadows walk into my house, what do you think this? He goes, oh, this could be just, so it could be paranoia, schizophrenia, mild, and they put you on citalopram or risperidone and so on, so forth, 10 milligrams, 5 milligrams, 30 milligrams, depends. They'll put you on olanzapine and so on, all these medicines. And as for medicine, you're killing your sons, you're killing your daughters giving these medicines. Wallah, you're killing your daughters. You're killing your sons giving them antidepressants. What's that going to do for them? What's that going to do? You're giving them antidepressants for what? They're depressed. Why are they depressed? Go look into it. Once the heart, the qalb, which is the king of the body, is corrupted, everything else is corrupted. Did you know that if you had low iman, problem, sickness in your heart, it can affect physically your body? You can have problems, psychological problems, which they call psychological. There's limits to psychology. You can't say someone who hears voices in his head, he is a man, telling him to kill himself, that this person is just, he's psychologically ill, putting on a mental. Because proven, my research on thousands of patients I've got documented, okay, hundreds of them were suffering from schizophrenia. And none of them was what the doctor said. None of them. Autism. I had a mother who came with a son, yes. And when she came, they were worried about the son was autistic. Okay? Now, I'll explain in detail regarding the issue of autism and regarding all these psychological illnesses. If you've done an ECG scan, an EGG scan, and an MRI scan, all these scans, and it says you're clear, why are you going and denying the fact that could be a problem related to magic or jinn or evil eye? The doctors are saying we don't know what it is, but this illness is called autism, which came out recently. There's a name for every illness. They've brought new names, autism, before depression, manic depression. It's called now bipolar. Come on, man. People need to grow up, seriously. People need to wisen up. Our Muslim fathers, our Muslim mothers need to wake up to the reality. Stop taking your son to psychologists and sitting next to the daughter and saying, tell him what you think. She's going to get sectioned if she tells what she really thinks, what the jinn makes her, what the voices she hears in her head, they'll section her straight away. So at autism, the mother came with her son, and the son, I read Quran, the son's side, this is the body, our body is straight. The son starts going like this, like sitting back, like chest up, and neck going, and there's something holding. I said, take the son home, let me deal with the mother, with the husband obviously. When I read on the mother, no reaction. 20 minutes passed, no reaction. Half an hour passed, no reaction. 45 minutes passed, no reaction. 1 hour passed, no reaction. Anyone, any normal Raqi or someone who started this, or someone who doesn't know anything about it, he'll stop and say, listen, go home, there's nothing wrong with you. Wallahi, sisters are witness. 1.5 hours. After 1.5 hours, suddenly, she started doing the Hindu jinn. And this jinn, which was inside her body, a sister came, a random sister, they don't know each other. Listen to this very carefully. They didn't know each other. The sister came and said, what did she say? She said to me, has this mother got a son who's autistic? How does she know? The jinn communicate remedies. She goes, this one, she's got a son that the sister's telling me, who's afflicted, is telling me that the son is possessed. So autism can be, again, listen to me very carefully. Don't go home and say every autistic case is possession. No, it doesn't work like that. I wish it did. Because then we can try to cure them with, easily and try to tell everyone to go instead of going to doctors, to go to, Raqis or read on yourself. But after scan, epilepsy. Majority of scholars, they say epilepsy. Go read the scholars. Go read the words of the scholars. This is not my word. Majority of the scholars go on Islam2a.com. Right, epilepsy. They'll say majority of scholars say it is from the jinn. unless there's a physical defect or a brain problem. Okay? You know, problem in your head? That's different. That's a completely different story now. Quran still cures. But maybe it's not jinn. Does it leave the person in Ramadan, the jinn? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. The jinn, there's different, the narration the Shaykh will explain regarding the jinn, what kind of jinn the hadith is talking about. The major ones are not fun. Yes. But the minor ones still running around. You might not have a major one in your body. This is one of the biggest things that people come. Ramadan comes, the sister says, I'm not present, or the brother says, I'm not present. No, that's Ramadan. I can't be present. It's in my mind. No, it's not in your mind. Yes, they can. They will stay in the body in Umrah. Sister goes Umrah, she comes back. Oh, Sheikh, what's going on? Like, it doesn't make sense. How can my son is not better yet? Then we went Umrah. You went Umrah? No.
Yeah, I went to Makkah and they broke in the Kaaba
for
someone, and the jinn was screaming, crying.
One brother who's here.
Follow the person as well.
One brother who's here, when I went Umrah, they called me. I was upstairs in the hotel. The sister's afflicted. It was not in the haram, it was in a hotel, but near the haram. She was vomiting. And we ran on her. And the father came and just took her away straight away. She was vomiting straight away. So things do happen. It's not, Umrah doesn't, Allah cures, remember this. You can put a mushaf on your head, you can do whatever you like, it's not going to work. You have to have that taqwa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You don't do nothing. You don't have no barnamaj, you have no program, no nothing. You wake up like 5 in the evening, you come for Ruqya at 12, you come 2 hours late. Why are you late, brother? Oh, I didn't wake up. Have you prayed Dhuhr? No! Brother hasn't prayed. Forget Dhuhr, he hasn't prayed Asr. It's Maghrib nearly. Brother, why are you here? Sister, why are you here? If you come to my office to seek cure with the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but you're not even following Allah, I'm reading Allah's word. I'm not reading anything else. There's a lot of questions, and time is limited. I think so what happens, for example, time, okay, 40 days of that is ongoing. Okay, there's different types of a'mal that the Iraq is prescribed, for example, reading Baqarah and so on and so forth a couple of times. This is for it. Okay? It does work if you read Quran, but at the same time, you can read Sultan Abdullah, you can read Qul Huwallahu Ahad, you can read anything you like. If your aqeedah, your tawheed with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not clear, it's not going to work. And I give you one last story which will make you guys inshallah ta'ala. Maybe you might expect one of them. And it says, a sister was afflicted. She was doing everything. Salah, qiyam, fasting, praying, everything you can think of. The Sheikh said, impossible for this sister. Something she's doing wrong. There's something wrong here. It doesn't make sense. How come the gym's not leaving? We found out, we asked her question. They asked question. And they said, they asked her this question, and the Sheikh said, if she came, she thought of something. She goes, there's one thing I do. I said, what do you do? He said, I say sometimes, why Allah? Why did you do this to me? This is kufr. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as I mentioned before, Allah is just. One of his names is Adil. He's just. If he's just, then let me ask you a question. He can do whatever he likes. Whatever he likes, very simple. He can do whatever he likes with you. My father doesn't allow Ruqya on me. Okay, my father doesn't allow Ruqya on me. This is everyone's husband and father don't let Ruqya on them. And then when things get really serious, if they get viruses and so on and so forth, and illnesses, because she hasn't done Ruqya for 3 years or 4 years or 5 years, and she's gone. Then the father comes with the sister. We ask the father, what happened? How come you're here now. Oh, you know, it's really getting hectic. She's really screaming in the house. She wasn't screaming. Now she's bothering you. You as a father should be ashamed of yourself. That just because she's bothering your business or you're waiting or you're sleeping, now you brought her to me. You didn't bring her when she wasn't bothering you, when she was normal. You brought her because for your well-being. Brother, please help. Sad. What should I do? I've been told I have jinn in me. I'm finding this with something. It just does have no cure for me. The doctors have no cure for me. My sister, first of all, obey your father. And try to advise him. Try to advise him. At the same time, follow a program. We have a program on my Facebook page which I've posted. It's a 30-day program, which mashallah, it really good. If you do it properly and you avoid everything else, it will work inshallah. And it's a program that Allah has given us in our daily life. I just a few added extras. If you do this, inshallah, try to commit. Make dua to Allah at night. Make dua to Allah at the night and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to cure you. And ask your father. Tell him, please, if he's practicing, ask him. Say, please, come with me. And inshallah, Allah will make it easy for you. Could you tell us about hypnotic and common magic like card tricks? Are they haram? Chef, are they haram? Are card tricks haram? The card tricks. It's haram.
Just to stress on the dua, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي عَنِّي فَإِنِّي قَرِيبٌ أُجِيبُ دَعْوَةَ الدَّاعِ إِذَا دَعَانِ فَلْيَسْتَجِيبُوا لِي وَلْيُؤْمِنُوا بِي لَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْشُدُونَ. So no, this ayah is saying, Allah says, وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي, when my servant asks you about me, وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي عَنِّي, say, فَإِنِّي قَرِيبٌ, I am near. أُجِيبُ دَعْوَةَ الدَّاعِ إِذَا دَعَانِ, I answer the call upon those people who call upon me. فَلْيَسْتَجِيبُوا لِي, come hasten towards me. وَلْيُؤْمِنُوا بِي, and believe in me. لَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْشُدُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam also says in an authentic hadith that is reported by Sahih Bukhari wa Muslim, إِنَّ اللَّهَ حَيِّيٌّ كَرِيمٌ يَسْتَحْيِي إِذَا رَفَعَ الرَّجُلُ يَدَيْهِ إِلَيْهِ أَنْ يَرُدَّهُمَا صِفْرًا خَائِبَتَيْنِ. That when you ask Allah, Allah is Hayyun, He's bashful, He's modest, Kareemun, generous, and He's shy. When a man lifts his hand, and he means the woman as well, أَنْ يَرُدَّهُمَا صِفْرًا خَائِبَتَيْنِ, meaning He will return you with nothing. So know that Allah is there, and dhikrullah is very important. Dua, make dua for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for verily He is the only one can help. Also subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says that whenever affliction, whenever calamity befalls you, وَإِيَمْسَسْكَ اللَّهُ بِضَرٍّ فَلَا كَاشِفَ لَهُ إِلَّا هُ, there's no one who can help you to remove this calamity except Rabbul Alameen, Rabbus Samawati wal Ard. So only ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah will guide you and protect you, ya ayyuhan nas.
There's a question which I'm not going to read out, but the answer is yes, as long as it doesn't cause fitna. So the answer is yes, as long as it doesn't cause fitna. Inshallah ta'ala. Okay, and if it causes fitna, no, definitely not. Yes, I've just written it because I know everyone's going to ask us, so we have to go after Salah, but I'm going to give it to the brother. I'm going to leave it on the table. It's on their timetable. The details is on their website, on his Muslim Center's website. It's on the timetable. It's on YouTube, just Abu Ruqya, or Facebook, and you'll find everything. Inshallah. There's one more question we'll just do. Yeah, what's the bubble? Okay, we'll write it for you. Okay. Oh, you recorded. www.ruqya, ruqya.weebly, weebly.com. That's for the brother's recording. Yeah. Okay. Okay, this is the ta'weez we're talking about. Okay? It has numbers, it has names, and it has, the Sheikh will read everything. It says, they went to a dodgy Iraqi who gave them this, and probably said what? The cures.
لأحد منا في هذا الجمع المبارك ذنبا إلا غفرته، ولا دينا إلا قضيته، ولا مريضا إلا شفيته، ولا عاصيا بيننا إلا هديته، ولا طاعيا إلا جدته وثبته، ولا حاجة هي لك رضا ولنا صلاح إلا قضيتها يا رب العالمين. اللهم اجعل جمعنا هذا مرحوما وتفرقنا من بعده معصوما، ولا تجعل فينا ولا منا شقيا ولا محروما. اللهم اهدنا واهد بنا واجعلنا سببا لمن اهتدى. اللهم اهدنا واهد بنا واجعلنا سببا لمن اهتدى. اللهم اهدنا واهد بنا واجعلنا سببا لمن اهتدى. اللهم انصر المسلمين المجاهدين في كل مكان. اللهم احفظهم بحفظك واقلعهم بعنايتك ورعايتك يا رب العالمين. اللهم رد ولاة المسلمين، اللهم رد ولاة أمور المسلمين إلى الحق ردا جميلا، وارزقهم البطانة الصالحة الناصحة النافعة يا رب العالمين. اللهم ارفع عنا الخلاء والوباء والبلاء يا رب العالمين. اللهم ارحم أمواتنا وأموات المسلمين، واشف مرضانا ومرضى المسلمين. ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما. جزاكم الله خيرا.